What is up, happy people? It has been a minute, so I wanted to do a video for you guys. I took a little time off. I'd say it's because I was just so busy in work and family, but the truth is, I tried to do a catch, clean, and cook video for you guys and didn't catch anything. So that was supposed to be last week's video, and then with that going on and everything else, and Mother's Day being actually today, so if you're watching this and you're a mother, happy Mother's Day. If you're watching this and you're not a mother but you have a mother, wish them a happy Mother's Day. So wanted to go over my Leatherman collection today. The reason I'm doing so, not just because I don't have anything else to do a video on, but I want to talk about my habits in carrying my Leatherman and how I do so or whatever. So I'm going to start off with the Wave. So this is like the Leatherman Darling. This and the Charge TTI. Never had the Charge TTI. I've looked at it a couple times, but this one's got everything. It's got the pliers. It's got the bit driver, and they are the Leatherman proprietary bits. You can get the bit kit, the bit extender for it, and you've got the bottle opener slash can opener, and then when it locks in, you have the button back here, so you press that and then it locks. What I love about it is the scissors on it. It's got really good scissors, so that's one of my favorite things in a multi-tool is scissors. Flathead screwdriver, and then this here, which I found to be pretty much useless, it's like a sunglasses screwdriver. So the pliers on this are amazing. If I'm working in the garage or working on the Jeep or just around the house, typically I'll have this on me. I did buy the pocket clip because that's the way I like carrying the multi-tools. Even with the pocket clip, it's kind of bulky. If you'd like or don't mind carrying it in a sheath, I would suggest carrying it in a sheath. But then you have the saw blade, which I've never used. A file, also I've never had a real use for a file. The blade, which is a good size blade, and that I do use. Serrated blade, saw blade. Both of them for me are useless. I've never used either one of them. So I guess if I was ever in a survival situation and needed it, I'd probably want this one. So this one here, I don't really know what it's called. It just says Leatherman Tools. It's got the patent number on it, Portland, Oregon. But I've had this since I was a kid. This is the very first multi-tool that I ever got outside of a Swiss Army knife. So, but it has pliers on it. Everything on this one is it has to be accessed from the inside. So for the knife blade, you would use it like that, and the rest of the tools are going to kind of fall in line on that kind of usage. So, but flathead screwdriver, an awl and a smaller flathead on this side. You have your Phillips head, can opener, bottle opener, a small awl, and then you have your file. But I had this one for years, and like I said, I was young. I didn't really put it through a whole lot of use just because I was so young when I got it. Then we have the Leatherman Squirt PS4. So I actually have a Leatherman Style PS, which is TSA approved. I got it for going on flights and cruises. The scissors broke on it, so I actually sent it off this past Friday to Leatherman along with my other juice. I have an orange juice, and I sent it off to have it repaired as well. The pliers broke on it, but this one, I like this opposed to carrying like a Gerber dime. I like the pliers on it, and I like the scissors. It has Good scissors. This little tension bar here that gives it the, I guess it's basically a spring. That's what broke on the PS. But it's got scissors, little flathead. I guess that would be probably more for Phillips actually. And that would be more probably for flathead. Then you have a tiny knife blade. And then a file. Once again, I don't ever use the files. I do like, I may have mentioned it, but I like the spring. The spring and the scissors. So, okay, so now for the Leatherman. So before getting this Jeep where I use my my coin pocket to hold the key fob, that's where this would ride in that coin pocket. It fits perfect in your pants. So I actually carried, well, the orange one a lot. So it's got pliers on it. And we'll go ahead and look at the inside tools. Just cut my fingernails yesterday, so it's hard to access some of these tools. But you have a flathead, a mini awl, and another little flathead, or I guess you could use that as a chisel if you needed to or wanted to. These aren't very heavy duty. So you have a Phillips head. And then if you look in there, there's also this here. This is a lanyard. It's really super hard to get out, so I'm not going to be able to get it out. But if you wanted to add a lanyard to this, you could. So you have your knife blade, and I love that like sheep's foot. Just love the way it's shaped. And that's all on that side. And you flip to this side, and you have the can/bottle opener, and then my favorite part of the tool, the scissors. These are great scissors. I actually sorry, I know I just shook you guys. Oh, let's move you guys back. So I actually prefer these scissors over the wave scissors. I just like the way they are. I've cut so much stuff with these scissors. So, but this was, I'd say it's a close first and second between this multi-tool and then the CX here. So my CX in perfect condition, almost never used, because for whatever reason I stuck it in a pack, like so paranoid I would lose it because I bent the clip up, so I took it off, re-bent it, but then I was real paranoid that I would lose it, so I put it in a pack and never used it. Looked brand new and lost it. So this one here is one I actually, the purpose for the video, I just got this one in Friday. I ordered it off eBay, so it works good. You can see a lot of wear on it, but it's got pliers. It's got the knife, and another thing I didn't like about mine, I had the serrated blade. This is, as you guys know, I don't like serrations, but this one doesn't. So, but it's dull as I don't know what. It needs to be sharpened. I'll probably end up sending it back to Leatherman. And you can see all the wear on it, just to resharpen it. And there's some chips in the blade if you look at the tip. So they'll do all that under warranty. So I'll probably send it back, but it's got a pocket clips worn. All the black finish is pretty much worn off of it, which is fine. Who cares what it looks like? As long as it functions. I need the knife way sharper than it is. I'm going to try to use the trusty old Lansky and see what I can do with it. So it's got a bottle opener / carabiner here. I regret not carrying it. So this time I'm not going to put it in a pack, because obviously in a pack I still lose it, and I'm sure it's someplace around. I just don't know where. But this is probably the ideal multi-tool for me, because I like the form factor of the size, and I also like the function. The only thing I would add to this, and I don't know where I would add it, so right here the guy I bought it from didn't put the extra bit, but an extra bit goes here. If you could add scissors, the scissors from the Juice, into this tool, this would be the best, in my opinion, the best multi-tool. That, and some people don't like it, but so I find myself carrying this Leatherman probably more than any of the other ones. And this is the Wingman, and you see This is that 1-year LOPC free that I got from my company. I like it because it has a pocket clip. It's got the knife with serrated blades, which you guys, like I said, know I hate serrated blades, but you deal with it. The scissors are pretty good, pretty robust there. Still don't think they're as good as the ones on the Juice. And something I never had before, but this really sold me on, was the pliers are spring activated. I love that. It's so much easier. That's one thing when you look at them in comparison, you just have to hold it. You have to hold it different. And to me, this one's really ergonomic, but it's still I'd rather hold it with a full grip than have that ring finger there open them. But not like I said, not a deal breaker. Just something I prefer on this tool, and part of the reason I carry this one so much. That and the scissors. But then you have your bottle can opener, the package opener here, and I guess that could possibly be a seatbelt cutter as well. A little flathead, ruler, and a file. This tool to me is pretty much worthless, but I'm sure there's someone out there that actually really used it, and that's like the selling point for them, you know. Just different strokes. Phillips head, another flathead, or I guess you use that as a chisel. But yeah. But this turned out to be one of my favorites. It's between these three here. That's my favorite multi-tools of all time. I don't know what I would pick as just one. Like I said, if this had scissors, hands down, this would be it. If I could get a Leatherman Skeletal with scissors and the spring-loaded pliers, there, no doubt, that would be, to me, the best multi-tool ever. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think. I know the Leatherman Free came out, and if you guys would like to see it, let me know. Was very tempted to buy it. I got this one for around $40 plus like $4 or $5 shipping. So I went with this one because I really wanted to replace it, and I've been looking on and off on eBay just trying to find one because I didn't want to spend another, $75 or $100 on a tool that I lost. That, like I said, now that I bought this one, I should find that one. That's typically how it works, right? But if you guys want to see a Leatherman Free overview review, let me know, because all I'm doing is looking for an excuse to buy one. I guess they're about $100, but they're the locking mechanism. It's more, I guess, similar to the Wave Wingman or this old school one, but the locking mechanism is a magnet, and it's supposed to be one-handed opening. Speaking of one-handed opening, I don't know if you guys know the camera trickery, or noticed, I guess, rather, that I slid this one in. 1 second, got to slide another knife in. So I knew I was missing something. Leatherman OHT one-handed tool. Pliers slide out. Oh, look at that. Spring activated. You can actually change the wire cutters out if they break, which is awesome. There are no tools inside the handle, which I really like. You have your bottle / can opener, your flathead screwdriver, your blade, which for a tool this size, it's kind of puny, especially when you compare it with the Wave, which is a smaller tool but bigger blade. Yeah. Saw. Flip it over and you have seatbelt cutter and a saw, an awl, and a Phillips head. So this actually rides in the Jeep on my roll bar. I've actually never carried it. The size and the fact that you can't add a belt clip. Once again, like I was telling you guys earlier, I don't feel comfortable wearing the sheaves on my belt, so I've never done that. So now, that is the Leatherman collection, with the exception of the Style PS, which is another keychain tool. Looks a lot like the Skeletal. and the other Juice S2, which is, they're both at Leatherman being repaired or replaced. So that's it. That's the Leatherman collection. Let me know down below, like I was telling you guys, about the free, if you guys want to see it. I wouldn't mind adding one to my collection. I've gotten where Leatherman's pretty much my go-to. Got some Gerbers, as you guys know. I'm not a huge fan of them. I just don't feel that they're made as good as the Leathermans are. So that's it. As always, please like, subscribe, and comment down below.